been fantastic on it, and does mean that T1 have really pivoted away from what have been late game drafts to far more mid-game focus. This really does feel like their bread and butter because they've been so good at snowballing leads as Doran
with this late game Aatrox, so a little bit concerned here for T1 once again.
Well, we'll just have to see how it goes as, ladies and gentlemen, we're on the Rift for game number 3.
And I don't think it's going to necessarily be that kind of knife's edge. We're looking at like 9 kills to 9 kills, 26 minutes, anything can happen kind of game. But I do think this style of gameplay is exactly where T1 are most comfortable. And that's why we were kind of hoping for a draft like this from them here in this third game. Glad to see they delivered. A little bit of a mini game down there as this win rate, you know, we've seen this go both ways. It's been discussed a lot. I personally really like the Ahri into the Taliyah, but doesn't always work out with the rocks on the ground.
Ow. Viper taking so much damage here. As you can see, Gumayusi with the Hail of Blades, probably going to be the more lethality-based version, so very deadly in the early stages of the game, as now Peanut has been found by Ona. Does do a fair bit of work, but you can see Peanut looking for a little bit of a turnaround. When Becomes Lightning does come in, as Zeka will have the inside track here on this particular battle. Blast Cone comes on over, there's the flash forward, and Ona locks down First Blood. Immediately it is answered, and somehow it's in fact Peanut that locks down the kill. And there is First Blood, but an assist going over to Harmalife Esports, so the gold is dead even.
Yeah, I guess.
See here, Carrier is hit by a rain of arrows, and I was just checking to see if Summoner Spells is okay. Peanut's coming on over. There's the flash forward as Carrier does so much damage. Peanut's burning down! It's a 1-for-1 once again, but I don't think Peanut was expecting to die so instantly.
Didn't have flash from the previous play, that replay we just watched.
The Siege Minion, unfortunately, not going to be collected here by Viper as Ona walks over a ward. But still, T1, even though it's not going to be a successful gank with a kill or anything like that, should still be a lot of zoning being done. Plate will go down as now Zeka is going to try and mitigate it as the flick back onto Carrier, who doesn't have his flash. The hook gets in the way of the minions, though. And Zeka, he has to flash to get himself out of dodge. A dangerous situation as Faker is clearing out vision here as well. He is very dangerous with Spirit Rush available. There is an equalizer, and Zeka, he's down to 100 now underneath this turret. This is so dangerous. As now Carrier looks to come in. He is definitely... Never mind! The Fate's Call comes on down. Viper is burning, and Carrier is able to lock that one down. Zeka was free food there under the turret, and that's going to be lapped up by Faker. And finally, they get a kill advantage.
Yeah, T1 with a huge swing of gold here after this play. And, I mean, the key of all of this is the Weaver's Wall just stops a little bit too short. Owner?
Yeah, there's another hook. It's going to connect there. They don't have a lot of damage.
No, he should be fine. He's got...
That's 100% true. As now Gumayusi going to help out with these Ren stacks. As Owner should be able to deal with this. Is now Peanut going to get dove on. Has to flash. Get out of the way of the Rumble as soon as that first harpoon lands, especially with the fact that he has...
Weaver's Wall, or if he's able to get there a little bit faster, maybe they make something of it as Viper.
Yep, he's going to have to walk down the red carpet. There's a flash in! As once again they've got Fate's Call, and so he can freely do this. The hook is going to go wide as Ona is once again back, and the leap strike will lock down the kill. And now Delight is trying to grab one back. Will be able to do so as Carrier will help grab some plate gold. Weaver's Wall going to come in as well as Zeka. He came from the other direction. That's absolutely insane. As now Peanut diving on in. When Becomes Lightning is going to do a fair bit of work there, but Carrier still able to create the distance to get himself out.
Guma can go match that, or Faker in this case.
Dear.
Peanut stayed.
Yeah, Peanut, he's still here. Gumayushi's at full health. They're still going to go for this dive. Threaded volley is fantastic. There's the seismic shove, and Peanut, he wasn't going to die to that one. They'll take the plate, and they'll take the kill.
And Viper gets a plate mid. No answer from Faker, who had to teleport to make the play happen in the first place to play these fights out. As when we peel up to here, I'm always like, is somebody hiding in the brush? We have all vision on.
Speaking of hiding, Charm is going to connect onto Peanut here, but the Weaver's Wall is going to come on down. Faker does get out of the way of the rocks, but he's just going to get taken out. The flash was already used, and he's just going to die. And now we're taxiing over to Gumayusi, who's also taking massive damage. Peanut locks that one down. It's a double as the bottom lane evaporates, and Ona is trying to get something back. Does take down the Varus, but the threaded volleys are chasing the Jax through. Still the empowered one not going to connect. There's Peanut flashing in. Okay, I'm not sure about that one, but the threaded volley will save him. Was almost a leap strike in power, and it was just doomed. As okay, hook gonna connect onto Carrier once again. Chains of Corruption, pretty powerful as well, as they're now just right in the back of this pit. Peanut gonna be taken down first, though, as Zeka comes on in finally. Carrier keeping himself alive for so long, but will finally go down. And it's a 2-for-1 again here for Harmalife Esports, but Faker closing in. Gumayusi still here as well. Charm going to land, and Faker pops like a balloon. Delight has been a god today, and that's not going to end in this game. He has the Titan's Wrath, and Zeus, nothing he can do 1v4.
Delight is just insane! The guy just knows how much he can do, how much he can take in terms of damage. He has no fear.
He was also pretty pivotal in that last fight, but I'm going to have to hold that thought as the Weaver's Wall comes in. Seismic shove, throws back Gumayushi, but no rocks on the ground. So it'll be right for now as Equalizer comes in. Lots of value, but the hook out from Delight, and he says no to any sort of re-engage. Speaking of re-engage, Shelly is still getting annoyed at Peanut, and is once again going to reset.
Guma avoiding that shove is massive. Didn't have the flash.
Oh, Charm going to connect, but it's Delight. He's still taken down to half health, as of course, he is not the center variety of the Nautilus.
Certainly not. I mean, this Rumble hasn't even gotten the Leandries at 20 minutes. I mean, that tells the story of this game.
Ooh. Peanut hunting for Carrier as now the flash forward from Delight. He's just going to press the R button onto Gumayushi, and the Weaver's Wall is going to get the flash out. The Equalizer comes down just to slow them down, but oh my god, the damage from these Qs out of Viper. Charm is just going to be avoided here by Doran, who's going to turn it around, gets the flash out from Carrier, and Ona has to leap strike his way out. They are running for the hills, and Hanwha Life Esports do get control of this dragon.
And Hanwha have been so good at controlling their leads. Every time they get a lead, their vision control has been so oppressive.
Ooh, bit of an interruption, but Zeus is still going to be able to make it towards his bottom side. Shelly not going to get punished. Her gold is going to go to the Nether, or to the Void, I guess. And inner turret is secured on this bottom side. That gold lead ballooning for Hanwha Life, now over 3,000. And Hanwha are just moving into their jungle. Okay, there's a seismic shove onto this Rek'Sai. Does try to get on top of Viper, but he's just not low enough. No execution available. Immediate teleport from Doran gets him towards his top side so that there is no cross-map play to be had. And man, Hanwha Life Esports came to play today.
And you can just feel the desperation out of T1.
Another one as the Q connecting. Carrier just going to get wiped out by Zeka on his Talia. That's starting to become... Oh dear, Peanut finds Ona one more time. Wind Becomes Lightning will not find the mark as the Weaver's Wall left a little to be desired. As Equalizer going to come down to protect the teleport. Still Delight just straight up does not care about that one. Peanut also getting taken down relatively low, but that double knockup was too good! And now Faker is having to get out of there. It's not going to work out. Still it's a fair bit of damage, but it is not enough. They are too strong. Still, into the backline goes Zeus. Zeka able to find a lot of damage onto the Rek'Sai, and he shouldn't be able to get out. Still, those couple of kills onto the bottom lane could be important to try and keep T1 in there. Still, it's going to be the ace, and it should still be the Baron for Hanwha Life. But now still with this minion wave bearing down on the top inner turret, it is likely they're just going to be able to take this one. Equalizer does come on through, doesn't do a lot of damage to these minions as they're Baroned up. And the flash out from Carrier as, all right, Doran, I'm not sure about this one, but still, he pops the World Ender. He's going to go down, but Carrier should follow suit. Zeus gets back underneath his turret. Faker is just in the side lane trying to get them whatever bounty gold they can find. And it's working, because the Baron power play has gone down.
He's no joke.
They might also be able to find themselves a dragon.
Yeah, they might be able to. Now,
okay, there's an interruption onto Zeus. They're buying time to secure the dragon. Which they are going to be able to do.
Yeah, at the cost of their inhibitor turret here, as Zeka is also pushing mid.
He does have 3 items. He's very tanky, but Hanwha Life Esports, they are looking to take down this inhibitor turret, and every auto from Viper is so scary. Still, Equalizer does come down. Chains of Corruption go wide. But still, how did T1 approach? There's rocks on the ground. There is so much poke available here as well, and there's a hook that's going to connect. The charm lands onto Viper. Zeus gets into the backline as well, and Viper is going to be taken out. Delight is extraordinarily low. They take down the Rumble, but T1, this is the best fight they've had so far, and Gumayushi is still untouched. Doran trying to get some work done, but he goes all the way into the sky. Oh my god, never you mind. This Aatrox is too big, and he's just jumping all over the top of T1.
He missed a lot, but it doesn't matter. He's lethality Aatrox, and he won't miss the autos.
Zerilda's now done as well, as now Hanwha Life Esports getting to work on this Baron. My god, it goes down so quickly. The wall is put in the way of T1, and there's nothing they can do about it. Hanwha Life now with another Baron ready to push down on an exposed Nexus, remember. Faker loses a third of his health bar just to 1 arrow. And doesn't find the charm, as Delight will find the hook onto the Rek'Sai. Not exactly an optimal target. And now Peanut, he's going in. Equalizer goes down. Crescent Guard, my god, this damage is disgusting! And Hanwha Life will just get rid of the bottom lane immediately. The knockup comes in, the prepared seismic shove. And yeah, that Void Rush not going to be enough to save the Rek'Sai this time. And Humble Life, a 3-0 over T1 in round 2 of playoffs. T1 will now have to face off against D+ Kia in the lower bracket.
A very, very decisive and one-sided series here from Humble Life Esports.